Hello there and welcome. My name is Gloria Warren and you're watching another edition to The Eloquent Wife. So today I want to talk to you about how you're feeling. I want to talk to you about what it is that you're feeling, how you are handling the things that you're feeling. I don't want you to feel as though just because things may not be going your way, or things are not panning out the way that you envisioned before you got married, that your marriage is over, that is a mistake, that it's in shambles, that it's not God's perfect will. We go through different seasons in our marriage, in our lives, and every season is not going to be on the mountaintop. There are going to be some seasons that you go through and that you walk through together that are going to be hard, that are going to be stressful. But in our vows, when we say, Lord, till death do us part, in the good, in the bad, in the ugly, when parents die, when family members leave, when children are lost, when pregnancy doesn't go the way that they're supposed to go, when you deal with NICU life, when you deal with job loss, when you deal with these different things, the real test in your love is going to show. And when you go through hard seasons, and when you turn your back on the one that you vowed to live with until death do you part, then is it really love? So today we are addressing you feeling as though you are falling out of love. And so my question to you is, why do you feel like you're falling out of love? What is it that has changed from the beginning of your marriage to now that has caused you to feel as though this marriage is just, you just don't want it anymore? What is it that's going on in your mind that is making you feel this way? Is it something that he's done? Is it something that he's not doing? How are you handling it? Have you talked with him? Have you sat down and had a candid conversation with him to lay out all of your feelings, to let him know this is what's going on, this, and it's really getting under my skin. I can't seem to shake it off. I don't understand. I just don't feel connected to you anymore. I've been praying about it, but I just can't find a breakthrough, and I just don't know if this is what I want anymore. You being honest and open is the right breeding ground for healing and for transformation to take place. But as long as you internalize everything and you sit and you ponder on it, that's the enemy's playground to put so many negative thoughts in your head. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm doing role play of how the enemy is. See, this is what's going on. Like, you don't need this. You don't need this. And when you internalize everything, nobody knows. People who have gone through it may be able to help. They're not going to be able to help because nobody can read your mind. Your husband is not a mind reader. I know a lot of times we walk around, we stomp and we slam stuff and we do this. And we want them to get the message because we don't want to be the first one to bring up the conversation. But in reality, our husbands, they are not mind readers. They are not mind readers. And so if something is bothering you, then you need to bring it to the forefront, because the more you hold it in, the bigger it's going to explode. The more you hold it in, the bigger it is going to explode. So I want to leave you with some affirmations that you can declare over your life, because I do believe that God takes vows seriously. I do believe that God takes our covenant serious. Marriage is a serious thing to him. And the last question that I want to ask is, let's say that you have had the conversation, but what are you doing to bring about a solution to the way that you feel? Are you just going to give up, or are you going to fight for what God has given to you? Are you going to sit down and really just soul search yourself and wonder and figure out, God, where is the root of this coming from? Why do I feel the way that I feel? If you haven't started to work on the things that are bothering you, if you haven't tried to find a solution to the things that are bothering you, then how can you deem this as being irreversible? How can you deem this marriage as being over? How can you deem it from being not God's perfect will when you have not sought out all of your different options, when you have not tried to do everything in your power to save your marriage? And so you're saying, I just don't feel like I'm in love anymore. I just don't feel the sparks anymore. I'm just not attracted anymore, God. I just don't know. Are our vows, are they more precious than the outward that's going to fade over time anyway? Because the older we get, the more things are going to change. When we get married in our early ages, by the time we hit 50, things have changed drastically for the man and for the woman. Things change. Seasons change. But the love and the bond and knowing the vow that you took before God and witnesses to say, God, even in this, before all of these witnesses, I'm saying, even if we go through hard times, even when I don't feel like staying, I'm going to, because God, this is who I choose. And because I choose him and because he chose me, we are committing to saying, regardless to what we endure and go through, we are going to stick it out. We are going to hash it out. We're going to work it out, and we're going to stay together until death do us part. So here's some affirmations that I want to give to you, because as we know, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And these are affirmations that I want to challenge you to speak over your life and over your marriage for 21 days. Can you do that for me? Can you do that? These are the affirmations that I want you to speak over your life. Affirmation number 1, I love my husband more today than I did yesterday. I love my husband more today than I did yesterday. Affirmation number 2, Lord, I thank you for turning my heart back to my husband and for giving me a desire for him the way that you created. God, I thank you for turning my heart back to my husband and for giving me a desire for him the way that you desire for me to have. Affirmation number 3, God, I am honored to be, insert your husband's name, wife. And so, for example, me. God, I am honored that you chose me to be Bryson Warren's wife. Affirmation number 4, our marriage shall prosper. Last affirmation, so powerful. Our marriage shall prosper. We are not going to give up so easily. We're not going to be persuaded so easily. Before I close, I just want you to think about something. When we go through our childbearing years, and when we are gaining weight, and when we are in the pregnancy and we don't look the way that we used to look, is it not your heart that your husband will still find you beautiful and attractive, and that he won't go out and slip out on you because you're gaining weight now, because you don't look the same? And so you want to do unto others as you will have them do unto you. And so with that being said, what are you going to do about the way that you feel? Are you going to sit and mope and complain? Are you going to get up and do something about it? Are you going to pray about it and ask God for wisdom on how to combat whatever it is that you're feeling? Are you going to rebuke the enemy and deem that your marriage shall prosper? Or are you going to continue to just speak negativity and speak negativity until you blow up and until you say, I want out? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. This is your life, and rightfully so, you can do whatever it is that you want to do with it. But if you have not sought out all of your different options and answers and sought out wisdom and just sought out help for the way that you're feeling, then you can't say that your marriage is unredeemable. You can't say that. Because if you haven't done everything that it takes for it to prosper, then how would you know? So if this is your first time joining me, again, welcome. My name is Gloria Warren, and I want to leave you with my 5 key elements every Christian wife needs to access the heart of her husband. You can find it in the link below, or you can go to gloriawarren.com/5 keys. It's a free download, and it is my gift to you. So until my next video, I'll see you ladies later. Come on and fight. A 3, 4